When I turned 6 years old, my parents decided to do what we did every single birthday. We went to the movies. Since I was 6, I wanted to do what all kids do and go see a cartoon. This time, it was something special. It was the movie Aladdin. The movie was great, but then around 15 minutes in, something even more amazing happened. Aladdin rubbed the lamp, and out came this gigantic blue genie. He opens his mouth, and the whole audience is just falling out laughing. Each time he opened his mouth from the course of that movie, everybody, adults, kids, started laughing so hard that tears were falling down their eyes. The funny thing was, as a kid, I didn't know who voices were in cartoons, but for some reason, I knew exactly who this blue genie was. I knew it was Robin Williams, simply because he was so much like that genie in real life. I could never really separate the two. Every time you saw him on screen, he made you laugh. He would do just like the genie and morph into characters so quickly. For me, he was the genie. For my dad, he was Mork. For my mom, he was Mrs. Doubtfire. Anytime he was a guest on any talk show, you never knew who he was, what he was going to do. He was just an entertainer in its purest form. Entertainers are supposed to make people happy. Robin Williams wasn't trying to solve the world's problems in 2 hours. He was just helping you forget them for a while and maybe laugh, maybe smile. Through his jokes, he was helping bring people together. He helped the father bond with his son while watching Mork on Nick at Night. He helped families spend quality time when they went to the movies to go see Jumanji or Hook. As a kid, I wanted to be just like him. His humor spoke to the kids who had a vast imagination. I would watch Popeye cartoons as a kid, eat all my spinach, use my muscles, and think that I could actually become that guy. And then Robin Williams actually becomes Popeye. Every kid wants to grow up and become Peter Pan. But Robin Williams actually got to be Peter Pan. And I'm not just talking about when he played him in the movie Hook. I mean, he was literally Peter Pan. See, all of us as kids, we start off with these vast imaginations. We build forts. We put on capes and we really think that we can fly around the house. And we grab swords and try to fight imaginary dragons. We believe in Santa, the Easter Bunny, and the Tooth Fairy. But then as you start to grow up, adults tend to tell you things like you're too old for that, or put those toys away. And that little bit of happiness that you have begins to fade. That imagination starts to dwindle. But Robin Williams never seemed to let the world make him jaded, or never seemed to let the world destroy his imagination. When Robin Williams was on, he always seemed to be in his own world. And we were just on the outside looking in. That world always seemed so much more fun than the one that we were living in. How tragic it was that, like the genie, he seemed to be bound in chains of depression. Perhaps he spent so much time in his imagination because he never fit in here. It was like he was some sort of alien. Sometimes I wish he was actually like Mork. And he just hopped back on his spaceship and went back to work. Hopefully, like the genie, he's set free. But he left us with a gift we can always cherish. And that is all those laughs.